Hi everybody, welcome to my first review. This is the first one I've ever done, so please be easy on me. I've had the pleasure of receiving this kit. This was sold by a company called Monster Room on eBay, and it's made by another company called Nice and Models in the States. This is a 1/350 scale Klingon D7. Same scale as the recently released by Polar Lights Klingon Katinga and the other 350 models that they released, like the Refit Enterprise A, the TOS. Now it sells for about $250. You can convert that into pounds if you want, and to ship in the US it costs £44.78 for postage. As far as resin models go, well, you do expect I do some cleanup and have some foot issues. Usually I have some bubbles and even more cleanup and more puttying. Don't buy a resin model if you don't expect that. However, I would accept that, especially because I've got the soft spot for the Klingons for some reason. I think the Star Trek world would be so much more tame without them. They're just a beautiful addition to them. Now, Monster Room has made quite a promise as far as bubbles is concerned. And they say that each of these is individually cast under pressure for, I'll get the quote. For a virtually bubble-free casting. So I will be looking at that. I'll also be commenting on how Monster Room is as a seller, the customer service, everything, because I believe that's just as important. The clear pieces in here, that, and these are available separately. And you also get a set of decals. Now those are 3 decals because I've asked for 3. You can order also a set of paint masks, which is made by Star Trek models. And I've also picked up some decals for this kit from Cameron's Decals and such, which I will comment on later. Okay, so let's look at the parts of each of these ships. This is the upper part of the main body of the ship. I've had a little part break off there, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem to sort out. Very smooth, except for a few bumps over here. Very nice casting. There's a few bumps over here which can be easily sanded. We'll need some cleanup, bit of roughness of the edges, but otherwise beautiful casting at the top. The lower body, absolutely smooth, lovely casting, and yes, I can't see a single bubble in there. If and when I'll hold it out to a light, we'll probably be able to see that easier if we Look at the transparent ones. Beautifully cast. Now, I did get a bit worried when I first saw it, but the lower did appear slightly bigger than the top, but apparently it's supposed to be like that. Chuck Brooks actually said that he beveled it in and actually makes it easier to fill. So yeah, that looks like actually a good idea. Now, I am no Chuck Brooks, I'm no Boyd Compton, I'm no Simon Merckx, I'm no Cameron Lewis Jr. But I'm sure I could manage that, even a novice like me. There are a few other parts that comes only in opaque. This here, also beautifully cast, no bubbles. There's some scrolls there that it's meant to try and screw in areas with epoxy. And these absolutely gorgeous, lovely detail, beautifully done, very crisp. I do have a little bit of, I'll have to clean up in between there. It's probably going to be the one thing I'm going to find most difficult, and there. Yeah. There. Oh, there's a nice big chunk in the middle there. As you can see, also beautifully cast. That also has a brass tube in it, which seems to have gotten clogged. But yeah, may take a bit of doing to get that unclogged, but you can run your wiring through there and would make it easier to light the model. Now, I did try this by placing this into there. How well does it fit? Well, it's not going to go flush at the moment, because at that corner there's a bit of flash there that needs to be cleaned up first before that will go all the way in. But it doesn't go in easily. And there is another part that goes with it, this, which fits on top there. Something like that. Should secure this quite nicely in. So this part, you wouldn't really worry about a bubble free, but it still is, because you're not really going to see it. But yeah, very nice. So the sensor dome, also beautifully cast. The nacelles, each one beautifully cast again. And these here, of course, fit something like that on the, I don't know if I got it the right way around. I've got to check upon that, but very nice. Again, beautifully cast. We then have the bridge module. This of course fits at the back here, like that. Also no bubbles, ready for a little bit of cleanup to smooth it off. But otherwise, excuse me, very nice casting. These here, smaller parts, look at the detail, crisp, fine, very, very nice. Just needs a bit of cleanup around. These fit underneath in a cell somewhere around there, somewhere about there. Also these parts here, now this is supposed to fit into the torpedo launcher, and it's actually two parts, that one and that one, but you only need one each, so they've sent sort of a spare on each one. I still have to figure out how to do that. I'll probably ask somebody who's done the model before if they could take a close-up of the torpedo launcher and just show me. Now, the next parts are all available in clear and opaque resin. Again, if you look at the opaque, clear, crisp, very, very nice. Look at that. Detail is amazing. If you look at this, its counterpart, the same. It looks a bit weird because you can see the whole bulb under the one and you can't see the other one. And at first I thought, wait, do I have this upside down? No. If you look at it, the other side, you also have torpedo launchers at the bottom here. And this should make it a lot easier to do any lighting. Now these actually also is available in both cast and clear. They fit onto these. Like that. And the fit is quite good. Fits really nicely. Now I have seen pictures where there's two little pipes running across here. I might put that in my one. But looking good so far. The bulb. Available also in clear and opaque. Also, when looking at these, the good thing about having it in clear is you can see if there's any bubbles, and to be honest, I can't find a single one. What a beautiful casting. hardly any problems at all. The torpedo launcher. And last thing would be the breech. Also available, it's not the breech. Also available in both cast, in both acrylic, in resin, as clear or as opaque. All of them brilliantly casted. A little bit of cleanup on each one, but generally for a resin kit, I would say this is actually really nice. There isn't even that much cleanup. And I'm sure, like all resin kits, it'll have its few issues, but so far it's an absolutely beautiful, nice kit. One of the best I've seen. So I would say Monster Room definitely does not mess about as far as keeping the promises. It's an absolutely great kit. Love to sometime start building with this, but I've got so much on my plate. It's going to be a little while. I have to get lighting for it, because I definitely want to light it. I'd love to see this next to a Katinga or a TOS. Now let's look at the we do get these decals from Monster Room or Nysen. Here's some writing on there, Klingon symbols and all of the window masks. Very, very nice. However, I also have another set. This here is the set from Cameron's Decals and Such. Exactly the same scale model. And it doesn't take much to see that they look very different. Now there aren't any writing on the Cameron decals, and it depends, I suppose, on your interpretation. I've seen pictures with writing, and I've seen pictures with no writing on it. The symbols on Cameron seem much bigger than these, but like I said, something you have to consider and probably look a lot more into. There's also the paint masks. I don't know if I can get it to focus enough so you can actually see the individual masks, but I will be posting photos on the Facebook page too. Now, what do I have to say about Monster Room? One, the customer service is absolutely second to none. It is brilliant. They have been also answering a lot of questions for me on anything here that I wanted to ask on Facebook Messenger. Been on the ball, as I can't actually think of ever dealing with anybody that's been more of a pleasure. I would highly recommend them. Highly. They are terrific. They produced a terrific kit for a resin kit. And hats off. Brilliant. The one thing I would say, it would be nice to have some kind of instructions with it, but it's a simple enough kit to put together just by looking at pictures and working it out yourself. So yes, out of 10, I would rate them a good 9.5. But yeah, how would they lose the 0.5? Well, just because you have to do some cleanup, but it's such a nice kit. 9.5 is about the most I would probably give for a resin kit. It's absolutely a beautiful kit, and I would highly, highly recommend it. Thank you, everybody. I would like to give a special thank to my friend Jean Davis for helping me get this kit and all the extra parts. And I will be posting links to where you can buy this. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Again, it is my first video, so it's not going to be as slick as other people's, but yeah, hopefully you can take it to heart. Thank you very much.